to another episode of Demystify Tech with Sam. It's another Friday. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good dawn, good whatever it is, wherever you find yourself. Welcome to another dose of your weekly technology show that seeks to demystify all the myths about tech. Well, in today's episode, we're going to finish up with what we started last week on using the Microsoft Graph API to build our own, solutions and our product. We're building using Node.js. We started off last week, and we're going to finish up today's episode. Bonus content. After the show, I'm going to upload my Beer and IoT Never Ending Story project, my YouTube and other channels, so you can watch this. When we come back, we're going to get straight into it. Stick and stay with me. Awesome, we are back. We are back, and as you know it, I always begin with what's juicy, what's fresh, what's happening in the world of tech, pertaining to the show before we get into our daily activity. Yes, I know I have a bit of a rough patch going on. Hey, it's COVID. We're all staying home. I don't know, not that I don't trust, but we'll talk about that later on. Well, yes, and well, first thing to get off before we get into it is I think this requires a drum roll. If you can hear that, and round of applause because next week is Microsoft Build. Yes, next week, Tuesday, 19th, is Microsoft Build. Now, if for those of you who don't know what Build is like the other Microsoft, gathering of saints, so to speak. You can see Jeff, you can see Scott Hanselman, a lot of people, you know, on the bill to speak. This is very interesting. It's Tuesday. It's free. It's something that cost about $2,000 plus to go in person, but now we're doing it virtually. So hurry up, go to either my build or Microsoft.com, or you can go to aka.ms/build, aka.ms/build. I think I should put that here. Or I should probably have like a pop-up or something that I can push stuff to. I think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to put it in the chat here, aka, so that for all of you who have not registered, aka.ms/build. Go there right now, register and enjoy all the goodness to it. I mean, 48 hours of solid content. And yes, one of the other cool thing is that you got it right. Yours truly, I will be speaking on in one of the community sessions. So yeah, that's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, we're speaking in one of the community sessions. So take a day with me. Join me and all the other awesome speakers of Build. Well, with that out of the way, let's get into today's business, today's activity. Well, so like I mentioned last week, we started with the Graph API. Let me bring that here. Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Let's bring this here so our viewers can see where we got to. So we got to step three, right, of the entire process. Let me actually run the solution so you can see. Let me make this a bit bigger for you guys to see. And let's close this. Yep. So as you can see, start this. Now this should land that this should start the application on the localhost port 3000. And if we come here to our app, localhost port 3000, oh, go, all built in Node.js. And then if we click sign in, thanks to the awesomeness of the Graph API, we're going to use that to authenticate thanks to Microsoft Identity uh, platform. So let me use my super duper account. Then uh, Mystify. How could I have missed the tech? There we go. Yep. And then let's provide our password, our super sensitive password. And then we should be in. And well, I don't want to stay signing. I just want to log out and log in. I'm fine with that because I have a lot of accounts. So that's it. So as you can see, there we go. We have our basic Node application. We have my name, which is derived after the login. I can go in here and sign out. As you can see, my account is stated here. So that is where we got to on the steps, right? Now, we're going to get calendar information. I went ahead to do a few things, but let's just go through the process, right? And then, hey, let's have fun. I mentioned to you that we're going through this so that it gives you that feel, or that it gives you that experience of how you would actually go about, coding this thing. Now, we may mention that this is just to, show you how to create it in Node. So it doesn't matter whether you are not Microsoft agnostic, if you're a non-Microsoft person, or you so speak still hate Microsoft to today. This allows you to build your own ecosystem. You're not forced to use C Sharp or anything that is Microsoft proprietary in here apart from the API. So think about it. If you are an ISV, even internal development, the creative things you can do. So one of the things that I want to do is, now we're just using Node to interact with it using handlebars. Quite simple. Now I'll put out a poll so that we vote on whether in the next episodes where we're going to build our own backend admin system, whether we should use Angular or Vue.js. Or probably should we add React to it? We'll see. It's going to be between React, Angular, and Vue.js. These three. Whichever one wins, that's what we're going to use to build our backend system that's going to be communicating with the Graph API. So if you have any other suggestions or concerns, just let me know, and then I'll do my best to address them. All right. So let's go ahead. We've done all this. We saw this uh we saw this last week in last week's episode. So we should be good. So let's move on. All right. To the next step, which is get calendar data, right? And I think we did that. We started setting this up, right, in the graph file. So let's go ahead and open our graph file, and then let's add the following to export our module. So I'm going to copy this, and let's go this our graph file. Okay, as you can see, so we have the get. Let's actually let's stop this. Okay, so that what did I just bad thing? All right, so that we can get a lot of the space for ourselves, so it's much visible. Okay, so this is our graph file. Get users, get event. So as you can see, we are now pulling in event, right? So anytime you call, that's the file we are. Yep. So we have get event. Right? Like I said, I went ahead to add that, right? So that's what gives us. I think we created this. So um, we got the graph event going, and then we created a new route to the calendar. All right, we created a new directory for calendar. I think we did that. I'm not sure. Probably I went ahead to that. Let's open it up, and the route. Yep, yeah, we did that as well. So cool. And for those of you who are seeing a couple of things running in my application, I think I shared a few of the extensions I use also in my coding style. So I have this complexity extension that tells me the complexity of my function or code, and anything now it's telling me I should refactor this. So ideally, it will probably be me going in there to refactor the code, maybe extract them into other methods or functions, calling them. So that's a cool thing, a cool function to check out. So yeah, we created a route, and then we updated it. So yeah, I think we got this going. We also updated the calendar handlebar views, just recapping that. So let's go. Then we went to our view. Yeah. Then yeah, the calendar handlebars, we added that as well. And then like you said, it's quite simple. This is not using like handlebars. Simple. So you might want to think of this as like Jamstack, because at this point it's just markup, some API calls and all that. But I mean that's a story for another day. So as you can see, organizer, subject, start, end, and then we're just filling this with the information we got from the event, which is in the event route. By opening this up. No, not the event. Sorry, not the event route, but in the event get event functions that created it. So we're calling the API and calling my event. So whoever is logged on's event, right? That's what we're using in here. So yeah, so we added that. And then we updated the routes to show those errors if they existed. Then we just tested it out. So let's go ahead. I'm going to close this and then let's run this again and see if this works, right? So let me bring this here. Let's start in. Yep, running for 3,000. Let's go to local. It's going to ask me to log in again. Yeah, because I didn't persist it. I just want to give you the feel of the whole process. Right? So, yep. Go specify our super sensitive password. Nope. And logged in, got everything. Now, to prove to you or to show to you, all right, that this is actually, bringing out the calendar information. I mean, I've already logged on my Mac. We are probably be thinking, yeah, logging is, common thing. But so let's do this. I'm going to open my Outlook, right? Then open my Outlook here. And the reason I'm opening Outlook is that I'm going to show you my event or calendar event in Outlook, and then we can open this in the application we just created and see that it's there. And then we're going to create another event in Outlook, and then we should see that reflect in our Node application. So that's why I'm doing that, and then we can go to the other part of it, and then we can talk about next steps. What do you need to do? And I mentioned in the last episode that if you haven't created your 365, the Microsoft 365 developer account, please go create it. And I think I shared it. I shared the resource here on my website. I have a detailed technical blog post showing you how to do that. So go check that out. Create your account and enjoy all the goodness. I mean, it's not just just Graph API. You can use it to do other development. Up to 12 months. So go check that link out. And then if you have any questions, you can reach out to me. We can take it from there. This window because we don't need it. Okay. So funny enough, I've been trying to get my stream on LinkedIn, and for some reason, boop, it's not working. I've like registered for like God knows how long, and yet, I don't think I have access to the beta, so that's fine. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Just waiting for. Okay, just waiting for our, how do you call it, Outlook to load up, and then where is that? Going to that. Hi. Yeah, because there's some sensitive things in my email. I need to be sure that I'm only pulling up information from where I want you to see. So bear with me on that. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Continue with this. And yeah, if you have any questions, don't hesitate. Let me know. We're here to learn. I mean, if there's something I have done before or aware of, hey, I'll just quickly answer that. If I don't know that, I'll do the research. I reach out to my fellow MVP. Then hey, I can get something for ya. All right. So let me actually my calendar here, and in the calendar, let me actually bring the calendar for, where is that? A lot, man. Okay. All right. I'm bringing this in view, and I'm going to close this calendar for now. All right. So if you look closely here to this calendar, all right. Um, yeah. I think I should just do. Yeah. So today, currently, there's the time. No, where's that? What's the time? What's it? Oh, let's do work week. Yeah. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. Now, you see that I've had some previous I have some previous tasks. So let me go back to the app and show. If I go to calendar right now, the route to take me to calendar, and this has preloaded. These are like my previous stuff. Okay, like previous tasks that I need. Now let's go back to my Outlook and let's look at the date of these ones. This was like 24th, right? April. So it's 24th April. Let me go here to this would be April. Let's look April 4th. What did we have? Had a few. Yeah, so there you go. Check this out. So down here, uh, where did where did it go? Okay, here. So down. Okay, my image is blocking. It's going to take. So down here you can see two events. All right. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to try to zoom it again. Yep. Just trying to get it so you can. There you go. So I had two of this event here. All right. Create event for next week's show, stream next week's episode. So these two here are the ones you're seeing currently here, as you can see in my Node application. So what I'm going to do is that let's go ahead and let me delete them. Okay. Let's just cancel this and let's just right now it's deleted. It's gone. Right now, let me come back to the application and refresh and see if I see anything there. Boop, it's gone. All right. So that tells you that I'm using the Graph API to have access to that. Now let's go back to my let's do day, which is today, and then I'm just going to create a new um let's say a new appointment, right? Um, and then the title would be, let's say, testing graph uh calendar AI, right? I'll just say let this be online and uh, just testing. All right, and I'll save and close. Now, so this, as you can see here, has created an event, and almost immediately, I see the notification here on my desktop. Now, let's go back and see if this reflects in our application. Refresh, moment of truth. Boop. Let's see. Let's see. Yep, and there we go. And now that event shows up. So that's how easy it is to get the calendar. Now, if I wanted to get the groups, so now your homework probably would be, can you create a groups route? All right, create a groups route, and then add the necessary code to the graph and the route, and create a group page, so that when the person clicks on groups, all right, you can go and pull out the groups the person belongs to, right? Simple. I mean, very simple homework, right? But then let's move on. So now let's do the last one, which we have. So now, basically, that is it. So your homework, your homework would be for you to go ahead and create a groups route, all right, and create the menu items here, okay, and then when the person clicks this, use the Graph API. You can test it in the Graph Explorer. Don't forget I showed you all this too. Use that to get all the groups the person belongs to. That is it. That will be fun. And then if you can, all right, go a step further and then allow the person to create calendar event from the application. Now, so that would be it for us today. in this very, very short episode in finishing up with our Node application for the Graph API. So, like I mentioned, I'm going I'm going to put out a poll, okay, on my Twitter page, and then we're going to ask which of the front end framework should we use to build our complete system. All right, should we start incorporating some Vue? Should we start incorporating some React? Should we start incorporating some Angular? Well, it's all going to be up to you in the blog post. So until I come your way next week, whilst we build upon this, don't forget the homework is create a groups route and go in and pull all the groups that the logged in user has access to and display it in any way you want. And if you're feeling, excited enough or daring enough, go ahead and add a button or add a way to create calendar events from within your client application. Well, don't forget I mentioned Microsoft Build is next week Tuesday. Yours truly, myself, I'll be speaking in one of the community events. Catch me live, catch all the other people live in the Build event. Don't miss this. It's a Friday. Hey, we've learned something. Go chew on it a bit. Stay safe. Numbers are rising in COVID. Stay safe. Socially distance and isolate yourselves. And hey, have fun. Until I come your way next week. This is Samuel Atranyi, and I am out.